little sprig sticking up. I hate when that happens. I don't use hairspray. Use hairspray so we get the sprigs sticking straight up. But y'all ain't here to talk about my hair sprigs. Are you? Are you? Just don't. Oh, I think I'm sitting on my shirt. I'm in middle NC. Dang it. I thought I had it down. And it is in this like 61-ish, 61 degrees here, which is nice for end of February. How y'all doing? Let's see what Miss Madonna says for Monday, the 24th of September. Let's see, she says it is National Trading Card Day. Did any of y'all trade any kind of cards? Not me, I never got into that. I know my youngest, Hannah Banana, used to get into the Pokemon cards. I think they traded cards at school and stuff. Twin Peaks Day. World Bartender Day. Have any of you ever been a bartender? I used to talk to the bartender quite a bit. Had to get in good with my bartenders at my couple of bars I used to frequent back in the day. And the food holiday is tortilla chips. What you like to dip your tortilla chips in? Hey, VJ. Hey, VJ Raiders. Thank y'all so much for flying over. I appreciate y'all so much. And if you didn't come from VJ's, why not? Start going to VJ's before you come over here. Got sprig sticking up. She comes on at 4 bells Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's going to drive me and y'all crazy. Probably not y'all, but me for show. I haven't been doing nothing but this, y'all, and I'm still not done. I'm slow as everything. This is my little knitted hand towel. My little knitted hand towel. I do love this colorway. It's the hipster cotton and it's desert skies. That's all the heck I've been doing. But y'all know I got a bag down here. A bag to be felted. Uh-oh, I put my cursor on somebody's thing. My chat's going crazy. Okay, let me get back here on my phone and so I can see what all I missed, what y'all drinking, and what's on your hooks and or needles. Oh, y'all took the bus. It sounded like the plane when VJ was telling y'all to put your trays in the upright position and your chair in the upright position, or lock your trays, whatever. Hey, Gigi. Hey, Darcia. Sola. She's sitting in front of her iPad. She's home. Woohoo! Hey, Kel. Let's see. I have, y'all know, in my big old cup with Miss Pam's logo on it. Be creative. Y'all know it's my raspberry lemonade tea from Twinings. Rebecca, when it got really busy, so were you a bartender? We would have to get what the waitress needed too. So you worked at a casino. Oh, you were a cocktail waitress, but bartended sometimes. I hear ya. Mara's unbuckled and ready from the VJ bus. Hello, squirrel, she says. Ola Joe said, Bonnie, you drive. Cool cup, Kel says. It is. It's huge, humongous. But Lana was here first. Hey, darling. And Miguel is here. His channel name is Who Knows. And y'all need to go see him. If you're not one of his members, he's got livestock. He got chickens. He got eggs. Heard y'all talking about eggs over at VJ. He got eggs. He got a goose. And Sola said, VJ listening raid. So maybe that means you're gonna be in the squirrel nest. Anybody hate anybody in the squirrel nest? You know we have a bougie squirrel nest. If you just come and you feel like just listening and working on your project, then we say you're in the squirrel nest. And we'll play the video in a minute of the nest. I just got an ad. That's weird. Not supposed to get ads right now. Let's see. My doggone chat is doing crazy stuff again. Sam is here from Australia. Rebecca McCauley is here from the VJ Raid. She's reminding you about your thummies. I see 22 here, but I don't know how many thummies we have looking at the restream. Gracie's here. She'll be in the nest. Hey, Gracie. Hey, Tracy Huber, darling. Hey, Dawn P. DK Jen from over in England. Sola's telling folks howdy do. Boucher Street says hello, everyone. Hey, Boucher. And BJ's there saying loosen your seatbelts. And there's Kale. Kale's Crochet Corner. She says big squishy hugs. Big squishy hugs back. I can give them too. I'll crack you back and take your breath away. And she says, hi, everyone. VJ Raid. Most all these people are raiders. And Sola says, we're in the elevator, almost home. Oh, the real elevator. But then you got there because I read later that you were in front of your iPad at home. So I'm going back in time. Hill said BRB, but I'm sure she's back by now. Bonnie's here. Hey, Bonnie. Good to see you. So y'all make sure you do your thumbs because Bonnie is the thumb po. And Darcy is here. She says hey to me, VJ Raid, and hey to the chat. Gracie says hey to Sola. Sola's still howdying folks. Kristen F is in the house. And Rebecca McCauley said she used to tend bar. It was hard work sometimes, I bet. I bet you get some real crazy drunks too. Used to be one of those. But I was sweet most of the time. Sometimes I was too doggone sweet, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. And so they put up VJ's channel link. So that's wonderful. Really and truly, if you aren't subscribed to VJ, you should be. We're political buddies as well as crochet knit buddies. And Kel said, yep, Kel's back. And she's telling Sola, good to see you. Thank you, Kel. I love these colors. I just decided I'd make, I don't have, I have hand towels, but I really need to replace hand towels. But I really just need to make them. I got tons of washcloths I've made. And I've given away a bunch too. Sis Ola's off the bus, off DJ bus. And VJ said, Bonnie, I told you not to move. What that's about. Gigi said, VJ Ray gave a thumbs up. Can't stay. Have a good evening. Well, I'm glad she came by. I'm sure she's gone by now. Yep, there's Sola say she's sitting there, said she's sitting in front of her iPad that she was home. And Kel said, Bonnie, LOL, that happened. I missed what happened. Bonnie says, Andrea VJ needs me to drive that bus. She's been a little reckless. Okay. Rebecca says, when it got really busy, then, oh, I just read that from over there. And Kel says, hi, VJ, good to see you again. I missed you, LOL. VJ says, no plane flying. Not these days, right? And I worry about my girls, because especially my oldest. She flies a lot with her job, and I need to call her. But what's she going to do? We just need to get that douchebag out of the White House. I'm sorry. That's all I'm going to say about that. You want to know how I really feel? Hey, Oodles and Caboodles, Vicky and Izzy maybe, and Adriana. She says she's squirrel nest babysitting her twisted ankle. Oh, no. And working on a shawl. What kind of shawl are you doing? You doing a reading, Agatha's reading shawl? Bridget, you going to jump into the nest? Miss who? Want you to eat? I hope to see everyone at 8:30 tonight. Let's go over to Bridget's tonight at 8:30. Don't let me forget it. Hey, Brett. It's Brett. Brett's worship channel. All right. Since I don't, is Triple C still coming on? I haven't seen her. She's not come up on my feed in forever, and I forget to go over there and check. Every once in a while, I'll see that Joe's live. And I hadn't been over there yet either, not for a good while. And Laura from Laura's Block Ministries here. Hey, girl, hey. And Kristen, Bridget, hey to everybody. Laura said hey to me in chat. Sorry, VJ, she missed your live. She was busy with final touches on her mask. And Jeanette Whitson's here. That's okay. She says these dogs insist on eating every day. Well, thank you. She got her coffee in her big straw. Hey, Debbie Graybert. Says hola. Yeah, she said, Bonnie, take the helm earlier. Bonnie said, yep, I'm off Wednesday. I'll be there to drive that bus. Okay. Mara said, I may have already said, I think I did, unbuckled and ready from the VJ bus. Hello, squirrels. I'm pretty sure I did. And Debbie rode on the bus too. All right. Let me get down here then and see what's going on. Down near the bottom, because I know you like this fella. Wants to see some RDAF. And if you don't know what RDAF is, it is recommended daily allowance of fiber of the yarny kind. That's what that is. And we'll play a little tune. We'll play a little tune, Lord. My chat's stuck up here. Let me get it going again. So when I finally get caught up, I think we're just going to say we caught up and go with it. Frizzy B. Hey, Angela Branham. Hey. Hey to everybody. Let me just say hey to everybody, and I hope to catch you sometime during the chat. Let's do our chipmunk cousins. Let me get this chat working again. Every time I play a song, it cuts out. That's what happens. That's what happens to that. You love to see grape nuts. Hey, Denise. Denise G's in the house, y'all. You see her? And Izzy. I hope you're feeling better, honey. Oh, sorry, Darcy. I didn't mean to put you up there. And Frizzy B, I'm just showing everybody's stuff. I was wondering, Frizzy, reckon you got fibromyalgia? Don't people call that I don't know what people call it, the invisible disease or something? Cause you feel terrible. Did I say hugs, Cindy Lulu and Sister Teresa? Stina, my world of crochet. Hey, darling. Like, you feel terrible. You got all these symptoms, but you do like you do and had all these tests, and everything comes up negative, but you feel like crap. What y'all think? Any of y'all have fibromyalgia? I don't have it, but that's what I've heard. Maybe it's that. And I don't know if you have that. Surely there's some kind of meds or something, right? Oh, Kel's got a collarbone problem. Ruh-roh. I remember when we were little, I remember my little cousin fell out of the roll. She was spending the night, and she was just a little thing, 2 or 3. And she fell out of the rollaway bed and broke her collarbone. Hey, Chris. You doing what? A trim job. A trim job. Tracy! Frizzy B says, nope, not here. Izzy, I was talking about you. I was saying, I wonder if you have fibromyalgia. Jeanette Whitson's got it. Jeanette, how do you get a whatever? How do you get a doctor to, is there test for that? Kristen F says she has it. She says a rheumatologist can diagnose it. So, Izzy, find you a rheumatologist and see if that's what you got. List some of your symptoms, and a couple of these girls can maybe tell you. Kel said she's had fibro for years, and it's terrible because you never know what is going to hurt from minute to minute. Hey, Dee Fergie. Yeah, I've heard it's terrible. Yeah, Izzy, but at least I think you can, do something about it at least. You would have a diagnosis, and you don't have it. You've already had the rheumatologist test that. Okay. Well, here goes it was just a thought. I thought maybe that's it. Y'all know, I showed y'all this yesterday. And it's sparkly, and it's a rust color, and it's from, I bet it's got a name, and I didn't tell you. Oh, yeah, I did. Steve DK. Like Bod's Steve, the kitty cat, Maine Coon cat. And it's 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% stellene. I did tell you that. It's DK weight, so it's only 231 yards. But I didn't show you this. I showed you that other yarn that was balled up. I don't think I showed you this. And this is sparkly too. And this is the one that Daniel died. Paul Ply guys. Daniel from the Twisted Fiber Friends. And he's supposed to be dying again, though I don't know. I should have asked him yesterday, and I forgot to ask him if he's actually dying again yet or what. You need a grape nuts? Jeanette will make you one. Lordy, who made this that makes my pretty dolls? There goes my ghost. Oh, shoot, I used to call her name out all the time because I used to show Faith. She makes pretty dolls and stuff. Really pretty dolls. And I ain't found my redhead yet, though. I'd have to clean up all this stuff to find it. Jeanette Egan, hey, darling. But these go great together. And they were made to go together. And I've got two of these, and then that ball that looks kind of like it, but it's not. It's some other Etsy yarn that's supposed to look like it. Actually, I thought, and here's that. Isn't this the lag I made? I think it is. For anybody that wants to see my felted bags, I do. No, I held up this one crazy one down here. This one. This crazy bag will turn out looking like the material here. And this, I could have felt it a little bit more because you can kind of see the stitches still. But it was fine for me. Well, actually, it's going to be a prize for one of the fiber friends. That's what I'm making these for. I didn't know it when I started making them. But then I got invited to go with the Twisted Fiber friends as their guest. Which means they're paying for me. Isn't that sweet? We're going to go to Sevierville, which is Tennessee, close to Pigeon Forge, which is close to Gatlinburg. Lordy, all my RDAF's falling down. And I don't know where this came from. It's pretty. And it's worsted. And it's got it says swish. Worsted 100% merino wool superwash, 220 yards. And this 100-gram hank. Anyway, I don't know who made it for me or where I got it, but it's pretty. It's got your primary colors, your reds and your blues and your yellows and your half green, kind of green right there. The greenish yellow. That would make a nice hat. And maybe even some wristers. Lana, you mostly lurking. That's okay. She says a blanket hello to everybody. Everybody says hey to everybody. And then this I got from Darn Good Yarn. I got all the colors that they had. They did have a blackberry one, and I never got in on that. I need to check Darn Good Yarn. No, I don't. I don't need any more doggone yarn. But they had a blackberry one that I wanted to get, so I'd have all the colors. I know me and my collecting. That did look really nice behind me until I started pulling out RDAF from it, and I have a time putting stuff back. Yes, we love our observers. Let me play the Bougie Squirrel Nest song for our folks in the up there. Here we go, Bougie Squirrel Nest people. Doggone. You just love that. See that little squirrel pop up in the bottom right with the adult beverage. But anyway, this is, she's got a color number, ding dong. It's a number 2 fine. It's 100% mercerized Brazilian virgin cotton. 528 meters, 578 yards, 200 gram cake. I told you it was a number 2 sport weight. Might have said 2 fine, 2 sport weight. And it's circular whoopie. Like a whoopie pie, but it's a whoopie cake. And it's got peachy colors. Peachy and kind of gray or taupe. But yeah, there was a blackberry color. And I got about 2 other colors up there. Maybe I'll bring those down the rest of this week. I have 2 cakes. So that a shawl, you know what? I most often get a shawls quantity. It's very seldom I'll just have a onesie of something, but it does. It happens. It happens sometimes. And then I have some knit crate yarns. This is Vitalana Oasis. This is called Morocco. The colorway, it's a 50% alpaca and 25% Peruvian Highland merino wool blend, 25% Surrey alpaca, and it's a DK weight, 252 yards, which is 230 meters, and it's so nice and soft. In wiener formation, but I'll put it in a circle. Sort of a plumish color. My light's not the best. About there. It's so nice and soft, and so is this one. This one's even a little bit softer, I think. And it's because it's 60% Huacaya alpaca and 40% Surrey alpaca. So it's all alpaca. And it would felt. I don't think I've ever tried to felt anything that was all alpaca, but they say it'll felt as long as it's some sort of natural wool and it's not been treated like superwash. It's DK weight. This one is 231 yards, 211 meters. And the color name is, you see it right there. Sanguine, maybe none of those. Seems like I just had this the other day. Did we just have this one? Seems like I looked it up and it was a type of wine, possibly. Sort of a wine color, isn't it? A burgundy. I've shown y'all this a million times, but I'm going to show it to you again. This is one of my favorite colors of this yarn that Michael's had, and I missed it. Unless Canada just got it. I think that's what happened. Because I'm sure I would have picked these up had I known. I love every colorway in this stuff. And I believe, let me see. I'm going to say it's all acrylic. Yes, it is. And it's a 4-weight. And this one, the colorway is called Rose Pottery. And it has a bunch of yards. 507.44 yards. 464 meters in this 200-gram skein. It is discontinued. But I have found it on Etsy, Mercari, eBay. All those places. Oops, I forgot get my chat back. Gotta get my chat. Hey, Rosalie. How you? Are you and Michelle and the gang gonna be on tonight? Hey, Sunita. Hey, Ellen. Hey, everybody. If I missed you, I sure didn't mean to. Y'all know I'm just showing stuff. And this is the very same thing, which isn't, I don't believe this is discontinued, but it's more expensive than, I don't know what that was at Michael's, but most of the time you can get it or when I was getting it, you could get it for a pretty good deal. And like I say, it's got a little over 500 yards, and this only has about half of that, not even half, 200 and, well, maybe 232 meters, so that might be about 250. It's also 100% acrylic. It looks the very same shape as Wanderlust. They just call it by another name, but they've got all the colors, or they did last time I looked, of the colors that I was just showing you that came from Loops and Threads Michaels. Remember the other one was called Rose Pottery. This one's called Lake Louise. It's the very same color, but more expensive and half the yardage. But what do you do? Hey, Crafty Witch! Lacey Lavender, Shalom. Hey, Terry! I say hey to Zach. Hey, Zach. And let's see, I have more. I went crazy. I got more. Sometimes I go crazy. Crazy about your baby. Let's see. Did I get the same things? I meant to get a wool. Yeah, this was made by Crochet in Agreement is Melissa Reed, and I so miss her. Do y'all know if she's back on? Hey, Ivy B. Lacey's Backyard Blessings. One of these is wool and one is cotton. Can you tell which one's wool? They take the dye differently. Usually cotton is lighter. This was the first installation in a collection I asked her to do called Kitty Colors. Kitty Colors Collection, with all the words starting with the K. Can you tell which is the cotton and which is the wool? Crafty Witch is making so many earrings. Cool. Linda, hey darling, did I say hi to you? I think maybe I did. The wool is on the bottom. It takes the color a little bit darker. But this is Granny Siamese. The one on the top is cotton. The one on the bottom is wool again. And on the woolen, it says it's a super fine #1. And it's superwash merino wool, 437 yards, 400 meters. Crochet in Agreement. I think she's still dying. Hey, Miss Classy Jeanette, DOR Creations. Woohoo! So glad I caught you live a little bit yesterday. Yay! And this is the same thing, only it's in cotton. So you can see how the dye is lighter. Because, different fibers take up the colors differently, but it's still pretty. Yep, it's called Granny Siamese. This is 100% cotton. It's a weight of 3, so a DK, and it's 150 meters, 164 yards. You know how a seal point cat has the brown and the tannish colors, and then they got the real pretty blue for their eyes? So that's why I told her to make it in these colors. Howdy do, Pam says. And this, I can't remember. Seems like I showed y'all this not long ago. This is Knit Crate also. Uru Yarn Sugared Sport. It's full of sparklies. Can you see them? Can you see them at all? I think you can. I think you can. I think you can. They may just look like dots, but they be sparkling. They do be sparkling. Let's see what it says about it. This color is ruby. 70% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 10% stellina, which is the sparkly part. This is sport weight, which I mentioned. It's 300 yards, 274 meters in this 100-gram hank. Ruby, ruby. Ruby, ruby. Sparkly ruby. You see them? See the glitters? Hey, Carrie. Carrie, my yarny elephant buddy's in the house. And then I got this from, I don't remember where I got it, but Chelsea, what was the name of, I can't remember the name. She used to have a podcast that she did on YT. She and another teacher friend of hers. And gosh, what is her name? Christina and her husband's Red Bank Mike from Red Bank, New Jersey. Anyway, they had a yarn shop and they used to do a regular podcast. And those two girls were so fun. I miss it. And the husband would, he would be sort of the announcer and stuff and crack little jokes and do crazy stuff. But this is some of her yarn. I think it's called Cobblestone or something like that. Let me see what it says. It's local hand-dyed fibers Luxe Cobblestone, 90% superwash merino wool, 10% nylon, 438 yards. And the color is that fall feeling. That fall feeling. There's the Red Bank, New Jersey. Established in 2012. She still has her channel, but I think when she comes on, they're just at her house and it's her and her hubby. And I wish I could remember the gal's name. She was a teacher and she used to come on with her. And they just were good together. And this is an Expression Fiber Arts, and I do have two of these, but I was thinking these two would look good together. What do y'all think? Let me give you some deets on this. What did I say this one was? Did I say a sport weight or whatever? It's 438 yards, so I guess it's a fingering weight. Thank you, Lacey, for the emojis. Ellen saying hey to everybody in the chat. But Expression Fiber Arts, this is the one they call Mary Ann, MARIANNE. A little bit different than my sis Mary Ann, the crotchety clogger. And it's called Twisted Tweed Sport. So this would be a little bit thicker than this, but because this is so textured, I think it'd be all right. But I do have two of these. But anyway, I only have one of these. So I think you could put it together. That fall feeling, VJ said. And Darcia says, yep, it would go together. And yet that one, Kel said, would make a nice beanie. So, what do they say about Marianne? They say it's a twisted tweed sport, 42% fine merino wool, 43% superwash merino wool, and 15% Donegal neps, which are the little tweedy things, and 351 meters, 384 yards. And I do have 2 of them. And it's called Mary Ann, and I think it's very folly too. I think it would go well with this. And then my other one, like I have on the bottom, we could put this one in the middle, or, alternate. Do a couple rows in one and a couple rows on the other. So it says, you all got to check out all the squirrel friends at Lacey Lavender's channel. All right. Garcia says, yep, it'll go together. And I believe this is the last one today. How are we doing on time? Only about 15 more minutes. I think this is a single, and that makes me tired because I love this color. Anybody got this color? I'll buy it off of you. It came from Knit Crate. It's a sparkling sock. Its colorway is Grandstand. 70% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 10% Selena. It's a fingering weight, so it's 399 yards, 365 meters. And I guess that's all you need to know about that. But it's kindly patriotic, but then it's called Grandstand, so makes you think of a grandstand at the 4th of July. And I told you our little wee town of Faith, population 800, salute. We do it up big for the 4th of July, and we go sit in the grandstands and watch on the 4th. The pie eating contest, catch the greasy pig, and I don't know, all the what is it, the wheelbarrow races and all that stuff, hot dog eating, pie eating, all those old-timey kinds of things. It's an old-timey family celebration. We have a week-long fair that leads up to the parade on the 4th, the morning of the 4th. And then the rides. So it's rides, and it's good old fair food, and it's our 3 churches in the area man the food booths, and also the Men's Legion, the Women's Auxiliary, Civitans, JCs. They split up all the money that's made over the week, and that's how they get a lot of their projects done for the year. So it's a big deal. Anybody know how to get hold of Margie? Our Margie's Crafty Corner? Carrie? You can't go to her channel and... Is that who it is? Who you talking about? So it is. It's a great holiday. It is so Americana. It's just cool. And for our wee tiny town, we pack in about, well, years ago, they did a count of about 20,000 just that, came to the parade. And that's been ages ago. Oh, Arrow Lover. I don't. She doesn't have a messenger thing, Facebook Messenger, I guess not. Anybody know how to get in touch with Arrow Lover? Carrie needs to know. And I don't believe she's been in here today, of course. I miss folks, so she could have been in here. Anyway, let me put up the thing, see if anybody wants to come, the invitation thing. Put up the thing, see if anybody wants to come up. And if I miss you, if I don't see you, when you get up here, type in the little private chat and then it pops up for me. It says, I am down here in the basement. Oh, Kel says Carrie Arrow goes to Crystal's a lot. Crystal with the K. She on tonight. Sola says, Carrie, no, but if I see her, I promise to tell her to get in touch with you. Yeah. Because Carrie is on Facebook Messenger and all that stuff. And I will too. I'm sure everybody that's here, if they run into her, they'll tell her to get in touch with you. And that's Margie Arrow Lover. I forget her name's Margie. You need her Addie for a prize. Okay. Lacey Lavender, yes, she got that new name, didn't she? Sola says, I love both names, but the new name goes well with your videos. Oh, it's tomorrow, Kel, when Crystal's on. I know she's on what, Friday nights too? Because there's a whole bunch of people that come on right after me on Friday nights. That's one of the times she comes on. Crystal, the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady. That Crystal. Right? That's the one you're talking about. Y'all want to do any of these cards or anything while I'm waiting to see if anybody wants to come up? Y'all tell me what you're working on. You probably did, and I probably missed it. Tell me again since I'm watching now. Let me grease up my snake lips. This doesn't show up real well. But it goes better with this top than. This is a Temu top. It's way big, but I get them big, but kind of too big. It's hanging off my shoulders. Sola, Crafty Witch 232 threw yarn at you. And if you don't know what that means, I know Sola knows what it means, but if there are other people in here that don't know what it means, I'm like alfalfa. My personality won't lay down. Alfalfa's was back here. It means they subscribe to you. I threw yarn in your window or threw yarn at you or whatever. That means they subscribed. And they do that because, well, I tell you, it's funny about some names. You can say I subscribe to your channel, but they don't like this SUB word. I was told it had something to do with darn 50 Shades of Grey or something, which I've never read. Sola likes the cards. You like the 80s and 90s trivia or the other ones like these? Number 1 or number 2? And that can be anybody. I forgot which one is number 1. 80s and 90s trivia will be number 1. This one will be number 2. Number 1? No, number 1. Oh, hell, just say 80s and 90s trivia or the other ones. Which one? Lacey, you like big long tops so you don't have to wear pants inside. Oh, you just wear your top? I forgot what number 1 is. This one? 80s and 90s trivia? That one? This one? This one. This one. We can do both if we want to, if we got enough time. Oh, Lord, we ain't got but 9 minutes. Oh, 80s and 90s, Swola said. Well, I'll do a couple of these, then I'll go to the 80s and 90s. Let me pick up another one since y'all probably saw the answers to that. Okay. Say these out loud and you might get them right. We'll do this. We'll just do one of the cards and then we'll get on the 80s and 90s, okay? Maybe we'll just do this one. This is 3 words. Blank or blank. Something you might ask a guy. Yes, Crafty Witch got it. Hey, Fancy Fiber from Donna. Boxers or briefs. Kel got it too. Okay, now we'll go to 80s and 90s. Yep, that was boxers or briefs. All right. What 90s mafia film featured Ray Liotta, Joe Pesci, and Robert De Niro? One word. What 90s mafia film features Ray Liotta, Liotta, Joe Pesci, and Robert De Niro? Tidy whities. Yeah. Okay, Miguel. Oh, you had a phone call, and now you're going to cook. Okay. Good fellas. A couple of you had it. Yep. A few of you had it. What one-hit wonder released the song Ice, Ice, Baby? I say rice, rice, gravy. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Who was the artist? What one hitter released the song Ice, Ice, Baby? You like that movie? I don't think I've watched it. And Miguel said he did a nature walk today. Did you film it? Vanilla ice cream. Vanilla ice. Yes. Vanilla ice. Name Jerry Seinfeld's fat neighbor. One word answer. Iced tea. I think there is an iced tea, Denise. Yeah, but it was vanilla ice. Yeah. Do 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 do. Not good at it. Kel, I never watched Jerry Seinfeld, but I know a lot of people did and said it was so funny. I need to go back and watch the reruns. Name Jerry Seinfeld's fat neighbor. Last name. You didn't realize he was a one-hit wonder? I didn't either. I thought he went on to do some other stuff. Yes, Newman is correct. Newman. Let's see. What LA police brutality case caught the world's attention in 1992? What was the name of the fella that got dead by the police? Yep, there's an ice cube too, Lacey said. It was Newman on that Seinfeld. Yeah, Kramer wasn't the fat guy. He was the guy that had the crazy hair, stand up hair. He was tall and skinny. Bye, Frizzy, Julianne. Yep, Rodney King. Lacey said Rodney. Somebody else said Rodney King on that there. Crafty Witch said Rodney King. Rebecca said Floyd. Rodney King. Rodney King. It's our time about it. We've got 3 more minutes. Let's see. What band was formed in Los Angeles in 1981 by James Hetfield, Lars Ulrich, Dave Mustaine, Taine, and Rob McGovney? One word name. Start with an M. I said I got some of this yarn the other day. It's almost like that, but it has an O instead of an A at the end. Yes, Crafty Witch. Lacey, you said that was George Floyd. They said it was, who'd I say? Rodney King. Maybe George Floyd was a different year. This was 1992. Yep, Metallica. Your favorite band, Crafty Witch. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see what else we got. What French Canadian singer has sold more records than any other Canadian? It's a girl singer. Kel said George Floyd was more recent. Favorite song of theirs is Enter Sandman. You said George Floyd. Okay. That's what you were thinking. You like all kinds of music? Yep. Denise G and Crafty Witch and Sam. There's Dion or Celine Dion. I think she's a pretty lady with a gorgeous voice. And I used to and still like Barbara Streisand's sound. I still like her music as well. Didn't they sang a couple songs together, maybe? Celine's How Do I Live Without You? Yeah. Well, it's 6 bells. Time for us to go. It's Monday. So where do we go? On Monday. Monday. Can't touch that day. Which is probably not right. You too, Sola. Love y'all bunches. Y'all see who's on live now? Oh, it's Sanita. Sanita makes crochet items. Squirrel raid to Sanita's. Sola's got us together. All right. Oh, yeah, and Bridget. Bridget and Mel tonight at 8:30. Remember them? Right now, let's go. Oh, Ivy B and Jen. They're on tomorrow night at 8. Eastern. Okie dokie, I'll see y'all at Sanita's. Save me a seat. Go in saying squirrel red. Thank you, Mara. Thank you, Gracie. Oh, shoot. I forgot to call out the Nutty Buddies of Distinction. I'll do doubles Wednesday. Y'all remind me. Love y'all lots. Be sweet. Don't be ugly. Boop, bitty, boop, boop, ba boop. Boop. And let's do our little song.